Otto is my friend and retired superintendent. What do you think, Destry? Destry said, go ahead.
I just can't wait to hear this.
3 superintendents in one program.
Yeah.
I was afraid Lefty might want to evaluate me, but he doesn't dare because I know as much about him as he does about me. Because we go back a long way, and you can tell by looking at us that we're not kids anymore. Anyway, this poem I've got has to do with judging people. Don't judge, it says. I was shocked, confused, and bewildered as I stood at heaven's door. Not by the beauty of it all, not by the lights or the colors or the decor, but it was the folks up there in heaven that made me sputter and gasp. The thieves, the liars, the cheats, the alcoholics, and the trash. There stood the kid from the 7th grade that stole my lunch money twice. And right next to him was this old woman that lived next door to us that never did say anything nice. And then there was another fellow there that I always thought was rotten to the core. And as I looked around, there were a lot more. So I nudged Jesus, and I said, what's the deal? What are all these sinners doing up here? God must have made a mistake. And why is everything so quiet and so somber? Give me a clue. And Jesus said, hush, child. They're all in shock. No one thought they'd be seeing you. Now that poem had to do with heaven, and of course we've all heard that the streets are paved with gold up there. So if we're going to walk on the golden streets, we better have a pair of golden slippers. So we're going to have the golden slippers. Whoops, I got it turned upside down.
I might tell you, when Carl was a superintendent, he had a reputation of saving money. He's well known for being thrifty. Never wanted to spend anything he didn't have to. And he had a kind of a regulation. Any of his principals wanted to buy anything that cost $300 or more, they'd have to come and get permission from him first. So this one principal came in one day and he had a bill in his hand. He says, "Mr. Otto, I'd like to have this chandelier and it's going to cost $500. Carl said, "Chandelier costs $500? My gosh, I bet we don't have anybody in the district that can even play one."